Hello again, everybody. Thanks for stopping by. So here we go, another square painting. I think this is a 20 by 20. And I'm just starting off with a cream colored base coat, custom colored there. And the first strip of color that looks a little brown there, that's a custom color also, and it's got some gold within it. And then I had put down some bronze, some rose gold, that was a silver, and some micaceous iron oxide, and then some white here. So I have no real plan with the painting. I just wanted to do something in a background with these colors. As you might know, I like to paint on the painting once it's dried. Once the pour is dry, I like to figure out something to do with it. So that is all I do, is try to create some sort of background. I always just try to create a background and get it to a point where I'm happy to leave it and let it dry and then go from there. So I'll just let you watch all the swiping here, and I flip the canvas around and do a little bit more to the top portion. And then I let it dry, and once I sort of begin painting on it, I take some process photos and a little bit of video now and then and pop that in there so you can see the process of where I get to and how I get to the final painting. I don't show all the work that I do anymore. It's a lot of work, and I've said this many times in other videos. This channel's just too small for me to spend that kind of time showing all the, the painting that I do on a dried pour. Really, in this particular one, I wasn't really sure what I was doing until I started doing it, so it's hard for me to, I sit down and sort of look, and then I kind of grab things and start going, and I don't think about setting up cameras and all that. And it's very time consuming to do that. So anyway, I hope you enjoy what I do show, and hope you're having a great day, and thank goodness it is summer outside. Hope your weather is warm where you are, and thanks for stopping by. I'll let you just keep watching now. So this is the gold, I believe it's a 24 karat gold that I'm swiping at the top here. I flipped the canvas over, as you can see, and I'm reworking it a fair bit throughout this end of the painting. I don't want it to be too thick where the white carries too much all the way through, so I'll just reswipe and reswipe to sort of thin things out and get the lacing to sort of start happening, because I want that top area to be kind of lacy and yeah, just a little bit of cells and a lacy look at the top. So it can be kind of boring to watch because I just keep reworking and reworking. So I will let you watch. Feel free to zip forward, and I do this side closest to us here a little bit over and over, so I'll let you watch. Well, you can see I've added a little more gold there, and I'm going to re-swipe it and try to get it where I don't have quite so much white dragging up to the top of the canvas there. Eventually, I do get it to a point where I'm going to let it dry and just go from there. You can always paint more on it when it's dry, and I mean, that's always my goal, is to just paint further when it's dry. So you'll see in a little bit here some video, I think, of the painting wet, where I'm leaving it to dry, and then you'll see some sort of small mini little pours that I start doing. And I like to do drip painting as well, so I start adding some of that in to the dried pour a little later in the video here. So I'll let you just keep watching. So there's still a lot of paint on the canvas here, and I am just going back and re-swiping. Some of my paints are very different consistencies than the others, so it was a little on they were spreading out a little too much, and I'm just trying to remove some of the excess paint. And again, I just want a background. I'm not worried about so much, about getting cells and things like that. Those will come, and what comes with doing this is good enough for me, because I'm not doing the pour for the purpose of a big painting full of cells, and then I leave it like that. I work on it after, so the cells in general are not so important to me. I just like the effect here and there. So I'm just re-swiping to sort of to help it along, as far as not be so thick, and give me sort of more of an idea of the colors that are happening. All of that, or remember, there's I forgot to mention there was copper in there as well. Um, so yeah, I just try to get it where it's not moving and the cells spreading out quite so much, because it's not a very nice look. So here I am just torching it, getting out some of the bubbles, and then I'll do a little bit of a fly over here and show you what it looks like, and then I start working on it. One of my favorite things to do is drip painting. Um, I like the uh, the shapes that adding water and things make. A lot of times when my painting's wet like this, then I will start spraying with water and let a lot of it just drip. It makes it, it's unique, and it just is a lot of fun to just sort of work with it and keep working with it. And for me, I can't do a pour and, pour it out, tilt your canvas, and then leave it. And I just I don't feel like I've had enough enjoyment out of the painting process by just doing that much. It's not fun for me. I just rather play around and do more. And you can see the drip painting there, and that's just to give some stuff going on underneath. I do that in little sections, and here you can see some more. So I add little bits of color, and I add water in certain places, and I use my palette knife and move it around a bit. Then I do sometimes some extra swiping and things like that. Here I decided, I don't know, I just felt like doing some feathers on this painting, so I did some feathers and put them in some various spots here, and then I let them dry and fiddle around more with them once they're dry. And here we're moving on to more of the feathers, more of detailing of the lacing, and I start painting more on the under part that was in the beginning of the video, where I was swiping it and creating that color. I start adding a little more into that once I see what it just kind of progresses. It's kind of goes along, and I feel like doing something, so I do it. It's about the best way I can explain it. I think, oh, maybe this would look cool, and I start trying that, and if I like it, then it stays, and if I don't, I remove it. So here's where we're at, and I'm almost at the end, and the finished piece will be coming up. Alright, so here's the final result. I have just varnished it. It's all done, 4 layers, and hope you enjoyed seeing my bit of a process as I go along and do my enhancements of an acrylic pour. Thanks for stopping by, and have a great day.